And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Cayuga Community College basketball at Spartan Hall. I'm Steve Penstone along with Neil Boddicker, and we've got men's action for you this afternoon, and this should be a dandy as the CCC Spartans, winners of 7 in a row and a 7-1 record, will take on the Mohawk Valley Hawks. They're 11-1, and they are 8 wins in a row. So, Neil, somebody's streak is going to end here today, and this thing should be a dandy.
Yeah, no doubt. This is definitely going to be a very close game. One thing I think CCC is going to really take advantage of is that Mohawk Valley is not a strong offensive rebound team. They're only averaging about 6 offensive rebounds a game, and I think CCC is definitely going to expose that and really take advantage of it, especially with Nijuan Smith down low, who's definitely a force to be reckoned with as the starting center.
Spartans 3-0 at home. The Hawks 5-0 on the road. So it is going to be a battle here this afternoon.
I'm excited. In Mohawk Valley, they got a very deep roster, just like the women's team. They have 10 guys who are averaging over 10 points per game. So we're really going to be able to, someone's streak's going to end tonight, and I think it's going to be a great basketball game.
Well, the Spartans getting themselves fired up. The Hawks already out on the floor in their green uniforms.
Yeah, one person for CCC I think is going to have a big game is the point guard, Joseph Sane. He really had a huge game last week when they played. They went to triple overtime. He had about...
Other side, J.O. Other side, J.O.
Yeah, he had 34 points and 11 assists, so I think he's going to have another big game right here.
Yeah, that was a dandy. Triple overtime, 115-110 win on Sunday at North Country after they won 107-74 at Clinton on Saturday. And we're underway in a battle for the ball right off the bat, and it is picked up finally by the Hawks. And here is Craig Goldston up the floor. Near side, Ryan Carter out of Rochester's Bishop Kearney School.
Another player that I'm really excited to see, aside from the two, is someone coming off the bench, and is Stephen Glover. Last time that we were here, Steve, commentating about it, he had a huge game coming off the bench, and I think he's going to do the same thing here tonight, really help his team get the win.
Turnover by the Hawks, and Staten brings it up the floor, and there's a 3-ball by Devin Morris. Devin coming in 16.6 a game, and at the other end, it was bucket by Craig Goldston.
Yeah, Devin Morris leading the team in scoring. His coaches definitely give him the green light.
Staten with the shot from the top of the key, no good. And back up the floor is Goldston. He'll slow things down just a little bit, drives the lane, throws up a runner, and that falls in. And the Hawks go on top, just over a minute gone.
You know, I spoke to Nijuan Smith before the game, and he said that he really emphasized on one of the key things that they think for them to win the game is their transition defense. And I think couldn't agree with him more, because looking at their stats, they average over 10 steals a game. So I really think in transition, CCC is one of the best teams at that.
First foul of the afternoon on Devontae Haggins for the Hawks.
Who's guarding?
Amir Stevens getting some instruction from the bench. He'll inbound from the baseline and gives it to Joseph Staten. Staten into the paint. Now he'll work it outside. Here's Morris. Far wing, he'll drive baseline now, switches hands and just rolls it off the iron. And a rebound pulled down by Dante Crumpler. Quickly up the floor. There's some good D by the Spartans as Amir Stevens with the steal, and he'll drive the lane. Does he get the foul called, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Like I said before, transition, they're one of the better they got one of the best hands as a team. They get about 13 steals a game. And like Nijuan Smith said, transition points, that's what's going to be the key for them.
Dante Crumpler with the foul, 2 team fouls for the Hawks. Stevens good on the first, comes in at 10.8 points a game. 71% from the floor, and he misses the second. And over the top was Devin Morris to pick up his first foul. First team foul for the Spartans. Here's Goldston bringing it up the floor. He's met at half court by Amir Stevens. Now it's worked to the far side. 3-ball put up, and that bounces, and Stevens skies for the rebound, and he'll quickly bring it back up the floor for the Spartans. The 3-shot attempt was by Ryan Carter. Stevens dishes far side. Here's Xavier Norgby with it, and that shot doesn't drop. But the rebound put back, and Devin Morris has 5, and it's 6-4 CCC, 17-15 left in the half.
That was an excellent pass by Xavier Norby. Saw Devin Morris had the open lane, did an incredible bounce pass, and he had an easy tip in right there.
Carter with it, watched by Staten. 10 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Spartans. Baseline drive, and the putback no good. And Smith with the rebound, and Najwan. It's going to have to be a force down low, and there's a runner put up by Staten, and he draws the foul on Devontae Haggins, who has his second already. And we have played just over 3 minutes.
Devin Morris really had the pack on that one. Najwan Smith almost went with the outlet, but he knew it would be safer to go to his point guard.
Staten at the line, 71% from the stripe, and he misses the first. And that will bring Marquis Gilbert in for the Hawks. Gilbert played at Syracuse Corcoran. And Staten has the second, and it's 7-4. Here's Gilbert with it, guarded by Stevens. Stevens just watching that ball, looking for an opportunity. Now it's Goldston. Staten watches him. Goldston drives, underhander, no good. Ball's loose, and it's picked up by Devin Morris, who works it up the floor. Now he'll try from 3, no good off the iron. And rebounding underneath was Dante Crumpler.
Ooh, he missed an open Najwan Smith on that last one.
Back is Carter, and a nice underhand move, and he rolls it in for 2. Ryan Carter averaging 14.5 a game. And it's 7-6 for Cayuga as Staten drives at the other end and misses. Now a quick outlet pass, and intended for Ryan Carter, and we get a foul called on Devin Morris, his second. Adam Goldsberry checks in along with William Gilbert for the Hawks.
What are you running? What do you need? You take 3. What are we running?
Marquise Gilbert inbounds it.
Out of bounds, guys.
Out to Goldston. Goldston watched by Messiah Brown, who's in for the Spartans. There's an errant pass, but is picked up by Marquise Gilbert.
Messiah Brown's another excellent 3-point shooter for the Spartans.
Goldsberry misses from 3, but the follow-up is good by Craig Goldston, and he's got 6. And the Hawks go on top 8-7 with 15.25 left in this first half. Staten near wing. Hands off to Stevens. Amir back to Staten. Far side to Brown. Standing dribble by Messiah, and now he throws it away, and it's off hands. And there's a good left-hander put in by Xavier Norgby, and he's got his first. And the Spartans back on top as they go end-to-end. There's a missed shot. Rebound attempt by William Gilbert, no good.
That was excellent hustle by Xavier Norby on that last offensive play. His teammates probably thought the play was over, but he definitely kept it alive.
Messiah Brown with a runner for 2. And it's 9-8 Cayuga. 14.5 to go in the half.
All that started off the transition. A block by Niger Smith. A nice pass to Messiah Brown.
Bounce pass inside. Good hands there by Stevens to knock it out of bounds. And it'll be Hawks ball with 14:27 to go. No, check that. It went out off a Hawk player. Pardon me. Thought it went out off of Amir's hands, but it'll be a CCC ball as Staten brings it up the floor. Met by his opposite number at midcourt, Adam Goldsberry out of Brooklyn Robeson. And there's a drive that misses by Amir Stevens. Ball's on the floor. And sliding out of bounds was Craig Goldson, and it'll be Cayuga ball. Staten with it. 6 minutes gone here in this first half as Staten from three, rims in and out. And the rebound grabbed by Jason Puello.
Excellent shot selecting by Joseph Sane. He saw he was open and he's not afraid to take a shot like that.
Baseline drive in the bucket by William Gilbert.
Hey, Will, start snatching those rebounds, 2 hands, let's go.
11-10, Cayuga with the lead. Staten gives to Brown. Messiah drives the left side. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Good rebound inside by Xavier Nordby, and he misses on the putback. And it's grabbed by Jason Puello, and he'll outlet. And here goes Marquise Gilbert to the bucket, and that rims around and out. Ball batted around. Puello with the rebound, and Gilbert's going to work it back outside. Gets it back again, right wing. Stevens. And there's a foul called on Messiah Brown. He thought he got all ball, but it's going to be Adam Goldsberry heading to the line for the Hawks. They're down by 1 with 13:07 to go in the half.
Man, both these teams can really run. Both teams are showing excellent hustle, getting rebounds, diving for loose balls. They're doing everything they can. Excellent play by both teams.
Well, that's why they've won 7 and 8 in a row, respectively, for the Spartans and the Hawks. Ryan Carter back in as Craig Goldston gets a rest for the Hawks.
I'm starting to wonder how much longer Tony Borges is going to keep most of his stars out here.
Goldsberry gets the second one, and they go on top 12-11, pardon me. He made both ends of that trip to the stripe. Staten tried to drive, and he got cut off by Goldsberry, and Goldsberry's going to draw his first foul. 16 fouls each way. And Messiah Brown will inbound from the baseline.
Jason and Will, get through screens, get low, get ready to get through.
Not totally sure what just happened,
Yeah,
Steve.
no, I'm not either. But Brown inbounds to Staten. And Joseph with a runner on that. That was swept away by Jason Puello.
Stan was looking for the foul on that play.
Baseline drive by Adam Goldsberry's good. And the Hawks up 14-11. I think that's our biggest lead of the half.
CCC really needs to start going to Nijuan Smith down low. They've really been trying to go with the three-point shot and the mid-range shot, but what they really haven't done is have Nijuan Smith go down low and post up. That's really something they should try and do right now.
Marquise Gilbert called for the foul. That's the 15th foul. I said 6-6. It's actually a 5-3 now. Team fouls. Mohawk Valley with 5, Cayuga with 3. Amir Stevens from outside, and that finds nothing but air. And waiting underneath the bucket was William Gilbert for the rebound. Long stretch pass. And a baseline drive by Ryan Carter. Reverse layup, no good. There's a prayer thrown up, and then we get a jump ball call underneath the Spartans basket. And checking in is Dante Crumpler back as William Gilbert will head to the bench for the Hawks. 12:09 left in the half. 14-11, Mohawk Valley with the lead as Staten brings it up the floor after that tie-up. Messiah Brown on the wing. Watched by Gilbert. He'll pop a shot in for 2, and Messiah has 4.
Mid-range shots really working for him this afternoon.
So the lead is back to 1 for the Hawks. And here's Goldsberry, dishes far side. 3 ball put up, that's good. And that was Ryan Carter. Carter has 5, and it's 17-13 with 11.5 to go in the half. Amir Smith drives the paint, switches hands off the front of the iron, hustles after it, but it's grabbed by Jason Puello. And up the floor comes Carter for the Hawks. Double teamed at midcourt, so he's got an open man. And now it's Goldsberry with it. He'll drive and bank it in off the glass and draw the foul. So Adam Goldsberry out of Brooklyn Robeson with 6 points, trying to make it 7. Foul called on Joseph Staten, his first.
Kobe Manson coming in for the Spartans. I think that's a very smart move by Tony Board. Just like a couple of his stars were getting really tired, and I think it's a good move to go to his bench right now.
Shot misses, but the rebound putback misses as well, as Crumpler had the inside position. And here's Brown up the floor for the Spartans with 11 minutes to go in the half. They're down by 6. And make it down by 4 as Brown banks it in off the glass, and he has a half dozen for Cayuga. Messiah coming in, averaging 12.4 a game, and he's halfway there already in this first half.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, he might blow that out of the water.
Well, I'll tell you, play underneath, miss by Jason Puello, and back comes Staten for the Spartans. Gets it back again from Brown. I was going to say, Coach Matt Croy, he's going from one end of his half of the court to the other, standing in our way here. Sideline as Brown drops another one in, and he's got 8. 10 minutes left. We're midway through this first half, and it's been a good one. As we expected, 3-ball by Marquise Gilbert, his first points of the night. And it's 22-17 Mohawk Valley.
CCC really needs to figure out how to stop that. They've given up 2 easy 3-point shots. They really need to figure out how to stop that.
Brown gives it off. Staten. Standing dribble. Now he's into the paint. And he'll throw one up, and that rolls in and down. And Joseph has 3, and it's 22-19 with 9.5 minutes left in the half. Here's Marquise Gilbert. And he'll fire one up, and that's good for 3.
Hey, don't back off so much.
So a pair of 3-pointers by Marquise Gilbert. And with 9:16 to go, it's 25-19 Mohawk Valley. Messiah Brown with it. He'll try it from 3. And doesn't get the bounce off the iron. And here's Goldsberry with it. To midcourt. Carter drives into the paint. And Smith with the rebound after he missed, trying to swat it away. And here's Staten up the floor. Staten tries to drive and turned it over as he palmed it. Substitutions coming in for the Hawks.
Excellent play by Nijon Smith on that last man on the defensive end. He's really good going out there getting blocks, rebounds, anything.
Eddie Memitage in along with Goldson, who's back in. And
Mohawk Valley coaches communicating very loudly with their players right now.
Not happy about their substitutions there. Jordan Colson in as well. And got a foul called underneath. And Nijuan Smith with his first. And that is the 15th foul for Cayuga. And Jordan Colson at the line for the Hawks. Or for the Hawks, pardon me. It's getting late in the day.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't become a trend for the Hawks trying to get Nijuan Smith in foul trouble, because that's the last thing CCC needs right now, is to have Nijuan Smith come into the second half with 3 or more fouls.
Colson makes both, and it's 27-19 with 8.5 to go in this first half. Staten with it, cross midcourt, watched by Goldson. Now Brown, Messiah Comes near side to Staten. Staten will drive, throw up a runner, and that's in and out. And here go the Hawks. Quick outlet pass to Carter, and Carter is fouled by Brown. And Messiah picks up his first. He'll make that his second, pardon me.
Excellent hustle by Messiah Brown, not letting Mohawk Valley get any easy layups on that, making them earn everything.
Ryan Carter at the line. 66% on the season from the line, and Nassim Baines in for Nijuan Smith for the Spartans. Baines out of Buffalo Olmsted High School. Carter with 6 points and doesn't get the 7th. But Memitaj with it on the recovery for the Hawks. There's a baseline drive. Carter able to dish it outside, and drawing the foul is Dante Crumpler, and he'll head to the line. And I think it's Baines picking up his first. 7th team foul for the Spartans with 8 minutes to go in this first half. And Dante Crumpler at the line. And he throws down a rainbow. That's his first point. Only 45% from the stripe.
I think that's one thing Mohawk Valley's definitely taking advantage of is their foul shots.
So he's 2 for 2, and with under 8 minutes to go, it's 30-19 Mohawk Valley. Messiah Brown, and there's a steal, and Craig Goldston with the jam. 8 points for Goldston on the turnover, 32-19. Here's Staten. Brown with it. Underhand bounce to Mansom. Now Staten brings it up top. Near side Brown. Good man-to-man defense by the Hawks as Staten with a runner for 2.
CCC definitely needed that. They needed some sort of spark to get this offense going. Hopefully it transfers over on the defensive end too.
Well, and a foul called on Joseph Staten there. As it was Craig Goldston driving the lane, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 8 points on the afternoon for the Hawks. 7:05 to go in the half, 32-21. Messiah Brown leading Spartan scorers with 8. And Goldston can't get it to drop, and Amir Stevens checks back in. Messiah Brown will get a rest.
Hopefully Amir Stevens can come in and knock down a couple threes before the half ends.
Second shot by Goldston is good, and we've got a timeout on the floor called by Tony Borges. 7:05 to go in the half, and it's 33-21 Mohawk Valley. They did get some votes in the latest Division III NJCAA poll, but did not crack the top 10. And as we mentioned, you know, they've won 8 in a row. They're 5-0 on the road. The Spartans 3-0 at home and on a 7-game winning streak, and something's going to have to bend here this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said before, someone's streak's going to end, but, you know, CCC's still not out there. They're only down by 12, and there's plenty of time for them to come back before the half ends. They just really need to slow things down on the offensive end, really do a better job of passing, because right now we got a lot of guys trying to play hero ball and charge at the basket, which is a good thing to charge to the basket, but really in a situation like this when you're down, you really got to do a better job sharing the ball.
Now, I was talking to our executive producer, Steve Keeler, during the week, you know, about that triple overtime game at North Country last Sunday where the Spartans won 115-110, and I said, hey, that'd be great to have one here. He says, no, we don't want an overtime. We're not exactly getting paid by the minute here, you know, but it would be, you know, you think when you got two teams that are, you know, on paper evenly matched that the possibility's there, but so far through the better part of this first half, it's been Mohawk Valley, and they lead it by 12.
Yeah, like I said before, though, there's a lot of time left, and I think
sure.
CCC's definitely, with Amir Stevens coming out, they really got a chance to really come back, because Amir Stevens is an excellent three-point shooter, and they're probably going to try and get him a shot.
Yeah, there's a shot rejected as that went right through the hands of Nazim Baines at the low post into the hands of Stephen Glover, who's in. And Glover got fouled, so he's at the line. The foul on Dante Crumpler, his second, and the 7th team foul for the Hawks. The Spartans have 8.
Yeah, that's the kind of player Stephen Glover is. When I spoke to him, he said that, you know, reboundings are his main thing. He does anything he can to try and help his team win. He's not focused on points or stats or anything. He just wants to do whatever he can to help his team win, whether it's scoring or rebounding. He wants to do whatever he can to win.
And he's got cool socks, too.
He does have some cool socks.
Harlem Village Academy grad is at the line for his second and makes both. So he's on the board with 6:50 to go, and it's a 10-point Hawks lead, 33-22.
And there's that full court press that the Spartans used. Last time we were here, they really used that a lot, and that really helped them a lot.
Well, William Gilbert was wide open to take the pass, and now the Hawks are setting it up as Goldston taken away from him, and back comes Kobe Mansom. He'll dish it off. Oh, what an attempt by Stevens as it rolled around and back out again. And here is Ryan Carter with it. Carter slows things down. Almost threw it away. Goldston far side to Carter. Fakes the three, now gets it back to Goldston. 10 on the shot. And a traveling call on Marquise Gilbert with 6:05 left in the half. Here's Staten. Far side, it's Mansom. Mansom turns it over. And Goldston up the floor. Carter from the corner, off the iron. And the rebound off the hands of Jordan Collison and out of bounds. And it'll be Spartans ball with 5:44 left in the half.
Yeah, I can't repeat what Colson said, but he showed a lot of frustration.
They're Staten up the floor. Get some instructions from Tony Borges. 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Spartans down by 10. At the high post, and the turnaround jumper by Nassim Baines, no good.
Watch your back!
And back the other way is Goldson. He'll dish outside. And a three-pointer. That was a flat shot by Goldsberry that clanked off the iron. And Amir Smith brings it down the far wing. Smith into the paint. Throws an underhand runner up, no good. And battles with Jordan Collison, who got fouled. And Amir Smith picks up his first. 5:07 to go in the first half.
Give a lot of credit to Joseph Stan. I don't think he's taken a seat this whole half. And we're almost 5 minutes to go, and he's been playing the whole game so far.
Collison at the line for the Hawks. 72% from the line, and he's now 3 for 3. Second shot is good. And with just over 5 minutes left, it's 35-23 Mohawk Valley. Staten near side to Smith. Lane shut off, so he gets it back outside. And a pass underneath, and good defense there, but they turn it over. Good hustle by the Spartans, Amir Stevens, but finally it was put in by Stephen Glover. And with 4.5 to go, it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
Man, Jordan Colson, he's really making himself feel at home right underneath the basket.
Who's in the high post?
And a drive by Goldsberry, knocked out of bounds by the Spartans, so with 4:23 left, It'll be Hawks ball, and Goldsberry will inbound from the baseline. Looped out high. William Gilbert with the save, but then is turned over, and here's Amir Smith. Smith into the paint, and his runner finds its way in. And Amir now with 3 points.
Excellent hustle by Kobe Manson on that last play. Tipped it up, and it went right to Amir Stevens, who got that who did a nice move to get that layup.
Easy field goal down low by Jordan Colson. And we're under 4 minutes to go, and it's a 10-point Hawks lead. Here's Smith from 3. Good.
Just like we talked about, he's got that 3-point shot, and if they want to come back, he's going to really need to hit a couple more of those.
6 for Amir, 3.5 minutes to go in the half, and the lead down to 7. Goldson with it. Now worked around to the far corner. Marquise Gilbert, and that's good for 3. So Gilbert with 3 from outside the arc to have 9 points, 3:21 left. And it's 40-30. Staten brings it up the floor. Watched from a distance by Marquise Gilbert. Now Manson with it. Manson gets it back again, gives it to Staten. 3 minutes left. 11 on the shot clock as Staten throws up a prayer, and that misses. And there's a quick outlet. Staten hustles back with a steal. He had a man open. He had Amir Smith wide open, but he couldn't get it to him. But he drives and doesn't get the bounce. And that one is swatted away by William Gilbert as Nassim Baines was denied. And back come the Hawks. Goldson drives, drops it in, and he'll head to the line to shoot the free throw. 13 for Craig Goldson out of Brooklyn Transit Tech. And he'll try and make it 14 with 2:37 left. It's a 42-30 lead.
Yeah, it's been something that Mohawk Valley's been really good at, is really getting a lot of blocks in this game. That's something they've really been doing good.
Jason Puello back in for the Hawks, so there's more size as Goldson gets another, and he's leading all scorers. Here's Amir Smith with it. Up high. Manson back to Smith, almost stripped of the ball. He gets it back again, battles in and draws a foul, and looks like it's going to go on Jason Puello. That's just a good effort by Amir Stevens to just keep driving towards the basket.
Yeah, no doubt. Seems like the Spartans really have that mentality not to stop until they hear the whistle blow.
Misses the first. Mere 71% from the line so far this season.
Spartans really need to start taking more advantage of their foul shots if they want to get back into this game.
Makes the second. So he's got 7, and it's 43-31 with 2:15 left in the half. And a shot by William Gilbert, no good. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Hawks ball with 2:08 to go.
Got him, Marquise.
Marquise Gilbert to inbound, and somebody blew a whistle, but play carries on. Here's Goldson with it. And a foul called as Kobe Manson called for reaching in on William Gilbert, who goes to the line in the bonus situation.
Yeah, Kobe Manson definitely upset with that call.
Not sure why. That's a pretty good one from this angle.
You know, when you're on the floor, you don't.
Ooh,
ooh,
that looked like one of my foul shots. Nothing but air. One fan liked it.
Ooh.
Gets the second one. So it's 44-31 with under 2 minutes to go in the half as Stevens loses the handle, gets the brick back again, out to Staten. Far side, Mansom. Back to Staten, no look pass to the top of the paint to Stephen Glover, and a foul called underneath. Foul called on William Gilbert, his first.
Jason Poyle really upset with that call. His hands are up in the air.
I think he thought he was getting the call.
Eddie, let's go.
So Eddie Memitage will get set to check back in for the Hawks. And Stevens misses. And here's Goldsberry with it for the Hawks. Minute 35 left in the half. They're up by 13. Keith Gilbert faking the three ball, hits the deck on the second attempt, and that missed. And Staten brings it up the floor. Staten bounces it in the corner. Messam, no look pass right into the hands of William Gilbert.
What's wrong with a wide open three? Why do you want to take a different one?
And foul called on Amir Stevens. Second personal foul. And William Gilbert at the line in the bonus.
Not only are the Mohawk Valley players upset, but the whole bench is upset too.
Four points for Gilbert, a minute 15 left in the half, and it's 45-31, make it 46. And Gilbert gets a rest as Eddie Memitage is in. Staten brings it up the floor for the Spartans. Down by 15 as we're down to just over a minute to go. Xavier Nordby back in. He's got it to Staten. He'll try from three. And that off the side of the iron. Nordby can't come up with it. Goldson does. And he hustles across midcourt with under a minute to go. Goldson. Watched by Nordby. Work down to the corner. Baseline drive. And the bucket attempt no good by Marquise Gilbert. And back the other way. Stephen Glover switches hands and banks it in off the glass for two. 6 for Glover, half minute to go in the half. Spartans down by 13.
Excellent hustle by Glover. He's that kind of player where he comes off the bench and he really gives the whole team a new spark, a new energy.
Goldsberry working for the last shot. 9 on the shot clock, 12 on the score clock, and he'll get it in as he drove the lane and threw up a prayer. As long shot at the half, and no good by Joseph Staten. So at the half, it is a Mohawk Valley 48 and CCC 33.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you can't, I think both teams played an excellent game in this half. It's just one team took more advantage of their opportunities than the other. More team just got better looks than the other. I think one person that really needs to step up for CCC is Naj Smith. He kind of got put on the bench and then wasn't really put back in. He really needs to be more part of the offense and not just the defense in the second half.
Yeah, just 1 point for Smith in that first half. So at the half, it is Mohawk Valley 48 and Cayuga Community College 33. Two teams on winning streaks, 7 for the Spartans, 8 for the Hawks. One of those streaks is going to end here this afternoon, but we've still got a half to play. We'll step aside and be back with second half action a little bit later from Spartan Hall. And we are back at Spartan Hall. Steve Penstone along with Neil Boddicker and the Cayuga Community College Spartans trailing the Mohawk Valley Community College Hawks by a score of 48-33 at the half. It was Craig Goldson leading all Hawks scorers with 12 points. Messiah Brown off the bench with 8 to lead the Spartans. And Neil, you said it going into the halftime break, the Spartans got to pick up their game in this second half because they've been dominated under the boards at both ends by the Hawks, who seem to be much bigger and much more aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. They just really need to just slow things down and really just have their shots come to them, not try and force any shots, you know. And Najuan Smith, he just has to step up a lot, you know. In the last 2 games, he's been a big part of them winning, and I think he really needs to step up in order for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, he was pretty much invisible in that first half. Smith, of course, out of Syracuse Henninger, coming into tonight just over 10 points a game, but he had nothing in that first and just 1 foul and spent a lot of time on the bench. So I'm not sure if that was an issue or Coach Tony Borges just deciding he didn't have his game in the first half, but he's out to start the second half. As Coach Borges goes back to his original starters. Amir Smith got off to a good start and ended up a little bit cold. He had 7 points in the half, but most of those came early on.
Yeah, I think towards the end of the half, he got a nice 3-point shot. I think hopefully he can carry that over into the second half and give them a couple of 3-pointers.
But the Hawks will have the ball to start this second half. And both of these teams riding lengthy win streaks, 7 for the Spartans, 8 for the Hawks. So one of them is going to end here this afternoon as we are underway. Man-to-man defense by the Spartans. Here is Craig Goldson with it inside, and a turnaround shot dropped in by Jordan Collison, and he's got 8 coming off of the bench. Or pardon me, he did start. Free ball from the corner, and that is good by Devin Morris, his second of the night, and Devin with 8 for the Spartans. Good defense there by Xavier Nordby to get up and knock that pass down, and another 3-ball put up by Morris. That one misses, and the Hawks bring it back up the floor. Oh, and foul called on Staten as he got an arm in on Collison, and Jordan Collison 4 for 4 from the stripe in the first half. We'll head back to the line. Came into tonight shooting 72% from the stripe. Staten with 3 fouls as Collison misses his first.
Hold that foul, TJ. Hold that foul.
Second one is good.
Come on, Craig, here we go.
Up the floor comes Morris. Now Staten, watched by Devontae Haggins as he comes to the near wing. Bounces to the high post, and there is Smith. Stops, misses. Rebound attempt put back by Xavier Nordby was no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Spartans' ball.
Excellent hustle by Nordby on that, trying to get that second chance opportunity.
Pass to the low post, and a block, and out of bounds by Craig Goldson. Goldson's been dominating at both ends of the floor here with a dozen points in the first half and some strong defense under the boards.
Yeah, no question. He's gotten a lot of big blocks for the Mohawk Valley.
And another ball knocked out of bounds by the Hawks as they are ball hawking underneath their basket. Just a minute 16 gone as it's bounced in, and a miss by Devin Morris, and this time he got fouled. Jason Puello picking up his second foul. Or pardon me, that's on So Carter gets his second. But Devin Morris misses the first.
Who's got a shooter?
Guard press break.
Second shot is good. So 9 points for Morris, 51-37 with 1:20 gone in the second half. Colson, far side, there's a 3-ball attempt, no good by Ryan Carter. But the ball picked up by Craig Goldson, then he turns it over, and Devin Morris to the bucket, and no good, and it goes out of bounds off the hand of Dante Crumpler, and Coach Matt St. Croix is going to call a timeout for the Hawks with 18:21 to go in this second half.
Looked like Devin Morris was trying to go for the dunk on that one, and I don't know what happened when he was going up.
Whatever, it wasn't good.
And, you know, a lot of guys, this is at all levels, they really try and go for the dunk when they can just as easily go for the easy layup.
Yeah, it can be rather embarrassing when the nearest defender is about 40 feet behind you and you miss.
Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely embarrassing when you go for a dunk and miss.
We saw Jordan Colson have that problem for the Hawks in the first half. Staten 2 inbound, loops it out to Smith. Nijuan watched from a distance by Dante Crumpler. Now Staten with it. Bounce pass in the near wing, and that was a traveling call that didn't get called as Xavier Norby took about 4 steps inside the paint. And there's a drive and offensive foul called on Devin Morris, I believe. Nope.
Hey, we gotta finish plays.
Pardon me, basket is good. Foul was on his opposite number, Devontae Haggins, who picks up his third.
Excellent job by Devin Morris keeping the play alive.
So Morris trying to make it a 3-point play, and he does not. So it's 51-39, and we have played 3 minutes in this second half. And there's a jam by Haggins, and he's got his first points of the night. That ball was turned over by Jordan Colson, but he was able to get it back again and feed in wide open Haggins. And Smith has it roll around the rim and out. Staten trying to find somewhere to get it loose, and driving was Morris. He missed, and there's a quick out pass to Ryan Carter, who drives it down for 2. So the Hawks have opened up a 55-39 lead with 17:20 left in the half. Staten, bounce pass to Smith, Amir from well out off the rim, and it goes right to Craig Goldson.
Talk about that last play, Ryan Carr, he's only 6'2", and he just slammed it right down like it was nothing.
Colton's got 5 here in the second half to give him 11, and it's 57-39. Hawks on a run here with 16:50 to go in regulation time.
On and up. On and up.
Staten with it. He'll stop and throw one up, and that's good. 7 for Staten. And back comes Goldson, and Staten's going to get called for the foul. So he's going to pick up his 4th.
Joseph Staten and Amir Stevens having a little exchange at the half court.
Goldson now with 13 as Messiah Brown comes in for Staten.
See if he can bring over that really good shooting that he had in the first half, bring it over here in the second half to help out his team.
So make it 14 for Goldson now, 59-41. 3.5 minutes gone, an errant pass off the hand
Guard press break.
Of Nige Smith out of bounds. Boy, he has just been off his game here tonight. Full court press by the Spartans that goes out off Devin Morris. And Marquise Gilbert will check in and give Ryan Carter a rest.
Marquise, 2 moves.
Yeah, Naj Smith, something's definitely up with him. He just doesn't look like his head's really in the game right now.
Here's Gilbert with it, and Marquise is fouled by Xavier Norgby, and Norgby's going to pick up his first. Third team foul of the half for the Spartans, 2 for the Hawks, 16:25 to go. And it's an 18-point Mohawk Valley lead. Haggins inbounds to Marquise Gilbert. Brown watching him. And some good defense and a nice steal by Devon Smith to come back and take that pass that was intended for Marquise Gilbert. And a nice pass underneath, and the bucket by Xavier Norgby, and Norgby has 4 points, 59-41, under 16 minutes to go. Goldson, bounce pass into the paint. And a travel call on Jason Puello. Or did we get a timeout actually called by the Hawks with 15:45 left in this second half, and they lead by 16.
Looks like the Spartans are really starting to pick it up defensively, and hopefully that can transfer over to the offense.
Well, it was 48-33, Mohawk Valley at the half. 11-10 Hawks here in this second half so far with 15:45 to go. So the Spartans kind of playing them even up here in this second half, but they're still down by a bunch.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time though. You got over 10 minutes. It's more than enough time to make some type of a comeback.
Looping inbounds pass out of the hands of Dante Crumpler, and it's on the floor, and a jump ball call, and the possession will go to CCC. Messiah Brown brings it up the floor. Far side, here is Morris with it. Devin backs up, banks one off the back of the iron. And good hustle by Xavier Norgby, but he stepped on the end line, and so it'll go over to the Hawks. Spartans still in their press, but the Hawks able to bust it. As up the floor is Haggins, and he'll drive and throw it down. Coast to coast by Devontae Haggins. The bucket actually going to Crumpler. As Ryan Carter stood up right in front of me just as Haggins was headed to the hoop. I didn't see him dish it off.
He probably knew. He's probably seen his teammate do that in practice every day, and he probably knew it was coming.
It was a good screen by Carter.
Oh, no question.
5 minutes gone in this second half, 61-43. Smith back into the game, and Nijwan called for the travel. Boy, he gets up just shaking his head. Trying to figure out what's going on. Devontae Smith with it to Gilbert. Gilbert will drive, and it rims around and out. Good effort by Puello to come up with the rebound, but he misses on the return. Gets it back again and is able to draw the foul. Great effort by the Washington Heights graduate, Jason Puello. And he'll be at the line to shoot two. Devin Morris with his third personal, fourth team foul for the Spartans. Sharpshooters roll by Puello, and that's his first point of the night. Smith on the bench once again as Nassim Baines comes in, and Puello makes both ends of that trip to the stripe. And it's a 20-point lead for Mohawk Valley with 14.5 minutes to go.
Good job, Craig.
Here's Amir Smith trying to make something happen as he drives in and draws the foul on Devontae Haggins, who picks up number 4. Nope, check that. They're going to give it to Dante Crumpler. So his third.
Devontae Haggins better watch himself, because if you put your hands on the official like that, they can eject you.
Amir Smith now has 8 points, his first of the second half, making it 63-44. Second one is up and in. And the substitution is Adam Goldsberry comes in for the Hawks. Craig Goldson will get a rest.
Gotta sprint to the right spot.
Marquise Gilbert with it.
Go deep, stretch it out.
And Haggins across midcourt, down in the near corner to Crumpler. Loops it outside. Gilbert with it. Standing dribble at midcourt with 6 minutes gone in this second half. 5 on the shot clock. And Goldsberry's going to throw one up. That goes in and out. Ball battered around, and the Hawks up with it, and a fresh 30. There's a 3 ball from the corner, and it's good by Marquise Gilbert, and he's got a dozen on the night. And the lead is 21, 13:40 to go. Messiah Brown will drive it, and that's off the iron. Right back into the hands of Brown, but he was standing on the end line. And the Hawks will get it with 13:33 to go. William Gilbert checks in. Crumpler will head to the bench for a rest as Stephen Glover's in for the Hawks, replacing Xavier Norby. Spartans have gone full press here in this second half, pretty much all the way, but the Hawks able to break it once again. Here's Goldsberry with it, into the corner, 3 ball, good. Marquise Gilbert with his second from outside the arc in this second half, and he's got 15. And it's 69-45. There's a 3 ball at the other end, no good by Stephen Glover, and out of bounds off Amir Smith, and it'll be Hawks ball with exactly 7 minutes gone in the half. Devontae Haggins to midcourt, met by Stevens. Now Goldsberry with it. Baines watching him. And down the far side, trying to throw one down was William Gilbert. That didn't drop, and back the other way comes Devin Morris. Morris near side to Baines, almost went through his hands, but he was able to hang on, and offensive foul called on Baines. His second. 15 foul for the Spartans here in this second half with 12.5 minutes to go. Devontae Haggins. Past Stephen Glover. Glover gets back to shut off the lane, and here is Marquise Gilbert with it. To the far wing, watched by Brown. Goldsberry. Back to Gilbert. Brown right on him. 5-second violation. Good effort there by Messiah Brown to just get in the grill of Marquise Gilbert, and he couldn't do anything with it.
Nope. This is exactly what the Spartan defense wants you to do.
12:07 to go in this second half. Spartans down by 14. They need some offensive spark as Messiah Brown brings it up the floor. He'll try from well outside. That's good. First points of the second half for Brown. He's now got 11.
Yeah, and the Spartans definitely needed that basket. They need something to get this offense going.
There's a three ball from the other side, and Marquise Gilbert with his third triple of this second half to give him 18 points on the night and a bucket at the other end. And stepping out of bounds were the Hawks, as that bucket by Nassim Baines makes it 72-50 with 11:26 to go in this second half. Amir Smith will inbound from the far side to Brown. Brown watched by Ryan Carter. Brown, nice spin move off the back of the glass, no good. Rebound by Glover. And Smith misses, battles for the rebound, strips it loose, and Messiah Brown up with it. Now Smith. And that looking like schoolyard ball there is finally Amir Smith able to draw the foul, and he's going to head to the line, I believe. Or was it non-shooting foul? Adam Goldsberry picks up his second. Jordan Colson back in for Jason Puello. 11:01 to go. Here's Brown with it. He'll back out and set things up. Can't penetrate the lane, so he'll set up once again. Baines with it. Far side, Glover will drive it inside. And at the buzzer, throws it up, no good. Rebounds put back in by Stephen Glover. That was Devin Morris on the drive, pardon me. 10.5 to go. 20-point lead for the Hawks. Carter slows things down. To the far wing, he'll give it off to Goldsberry. Bounce pass back to Carter. Carter into the paint, throws up a runner, and he is fouled and helped back up again by Nassim Baines, who picks up his third.
Hey guys, can we get a rebound? One shot. Come on. One shot.
Second for Baines. 10:08 to go in this second half. And Ryan Carter at the line. He's got 8 points on the night for the Hawks, and he'll make it 9.
Yeah, when it comes to what Nassim Baines just said, in a game like this, when you're trying to come back, you really don't want to make a very sloppy, undisciplined foul like that.
So Carter, 2 for 2 at the line there. It's 10 points, and the lead is up to 22. There's a three ball, and that is good by Devin Morris. 14 for Morris to help narrow the lead. Carter right back the other way, and he'll bank it in off the glass for 2. Nice touch by the Rochester Bishop Kearney grad. Now here's Morris with it, trying to find an opening, and he's going to be fouled by Adam Goldsberry. He'll pick up his third. 5th team foul.
Back up, Marquise.
And Amir Smith's going to inbound from the baseline. Tosses it to Baines. Baines, far side, nice save there by Stephen Glover, who rolls into the paint, misses, and the rebound is grabbed by William Gilbert. Carter up the floor, met at midcourt. And now foul called on William Gilbert as he stuck a hip out at midcourt. Third foul for Gilbert. Matt St. Croix didn't like that call, but I saw the hip come out.
Yeah.
Referee was standing right there.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the right call made.
Just over 9 minutes left. Spartans trailing by 21 as the runner put up by Messiah Brown. No good, and speeding back the other way of the Hawks underneath is Colson. He's denied the first time. Second time he gets hacked on the top of the head.
Ooh.
I don't know if he went up and hit his head on the bottom of the glass or whether he just got whacked by one of the Spartans. Foul was called on Messiah Brown.
Yeah, I think he accidentally got him on the head. I don't think that was done on purpose, but, you know, stuff like that happens.
And we all know basketball is a non-contact sport.
Right. Yeah.
So Colson, who's pretty good at the stripe, makes another one. And he's got a dozen on the night. And the second shot is good as well, so it's 78-55 with under 9 minutes to go. Spartans in danger of having their 7-game winning streak coming to an end, and the Hawks looking to try to make it 9 in a row. There's a coast-to-coast drive and a bucket by Marquise Gilbert. That gives him 20 on the night. And with 8.5 to go, the lead is 25. And back the other way and missing and getting fouled underneath was Adam Goldsberry. Stephen Glover's going to pick up his first of the night. Eddie Memitage is set to check back in for the Hawks. 8:23 to go, and they are starting to blow things open here in this second half.
Yeah, there's still time, but, you know, every time CCC, you know, hits a three or does something pretty big, Mohawk Valley immediately comes back and does something big immediately.
Devin Morris picked up a technical foul. He must have said something to the officials. Marquise Gilbert throws one down. So he makes both on the technical, and now Goldsberry's going to step to the line. Marquise Gilbert with 22. Looks like Jordan Colson's going to have to come out, and might not be some little bit of blood coming off that injury on the top of his head, and the trainer's going to take a look at it.
Yeah, it's probably just a little cut, you know. They'll just clean out. They just don't want to get any blood on the floor.
I mean, a little hard to clean it up. All the sweat and the hair there.
Yeah.
So Adam Goldsberry at the line to shoot two after Marquise Gilbert made both ends of the technical as Goldsberry clanks one off the side of the iron. 8:23 left, 82-55 is the score. And the second shot no good. Glover with the rebound, and up the floor comes Morris. Now Messiah Brown with it. Brown to the elbow, and he'll throw one down. 13 for Messiah. 82-57, 8 minutes left. Man-to-man defense by the Spartans. They've gone pretty much all man all afternoon. 16 on the shot clock. Pass underneath. Memitage with it, and he'll bank it in for his first points of the night. Graduate of Jamaica Forest Hills High School. 7:40 to go. Devin Morris into the paint. Changes hands, and the runner no good. And Gilbert brings it up the floor. Bounces it to Goldsberry. He'll drive. Left-handed shot off the glass, no good. And here is Messiah Brown, long outlet pass. Staten back in, and he'll draw the foul on Marquise Gilbert, who picks up his second. And Joseph Staten will head back to the line. Just 7 points for Staten here tonight. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 7:16 left. It's 84-57 Mohawk Valley. And they have dominated here, Neil, in this second half.
Yeah, it's really been all about the Hawks this half. The Spartans just really haven't been able to get anything really going on offense. They've had, you know, flashes where they've hit a big three or had a nice layup, but, you know, they've never really had, like, a streak going. In Mohawk Valley, they just, I don't really know much to say. They just came out and they've just been doing the same thing they've been doing all afternoon, just playing their game and executing the plan very well.
16-point lead at the half has grown to 27 with 7:16 to go, but Joseph Staten at the line for the Spartans.
Get in. Will. We need a rebound, Will.
Hawks trying to get their players in the right position here as Staten makes the first.
Guard press break.
Misses the second, and skying for the rebound was Goldson. Brings it up the floor. Bothered by Morris, and Morris comes away with the ball. Good defense by Devin. He'll drive the lane and bank it in, hit the deck, and head to the line to make it a three-point play. Good play at both ends of the floor for the Buffalo McKinney grad.
Good job to go right in, eat the contact, and get the bucket as well. Hopefully this can start something for the Spartans.
That's his 16th of the night. Trying to make it 17, and he came into this afternoon's action 16.6 points per game, so he's right on par. And he's had a whale of a game here tonight. That was just a good play at both ends. So make it 17. And with exactly 7 minutes left, it's 84-60, and there's a turnover and a steal by Morris. Misses on the layup. And here comes Marquise Gilbert. He turns it over at midcourt. Messiah Brown with it. And he'll bounce that one in to Morris, and Devin drops that one down. And Mike St. Croix wants a timeout with 6:38 to go in the second half as the Spartans coming to life here. Now trail 84-63.
Yeah, they really have, and that's a lot to do with Devin Morris. He's really done a lot for the Spartans in the last couple of offensive shifts, and they're really getting the crowd back into it. The crowd's starting to get into it again.
10 points in the half for Devon Morris, 19 on the night.
You know, it's not over yet for the Spartans. Everything just has to go exactly right for them in order to win this game, and they can still do it. They just need to come out immediately and get some quick, easy buckets right away.
Well, they've got him on the scoreboard as 18 points. I got him at 19. I'll defer to the official score. 13 by Messiah Brown off of the bench for the Spartans. He's had a pretty good night. So we got 6:38 left. And the inbounds pass, ooh, that was almost picked off. But it's a bucket by Dante Crumpler. 6.5 to go.
Great hustle by Glover. Even though he didn't go up and get the steal, that's still excellent hustle.
Here's Staten with it. JoJo standing dribble. Now dishes far side. Morris with it. Into the lane. Runner put up. No good off the back of the iron, but he gets his own rebound. And then a block by Eddie Memitage. And here comes Ryan Carter. Carter into the lane. This runner misses, and a call underneath, and a technical foul. Get a technical foul called as well.
I think that's on.
I think it was on.
I think it was on Brown. I could be wrong.
I believe so.
Slamming the basketball on the ground.
Exactly. So frustration by the Spartans here late in the game. And Ryan Carter is at the line to shoot the technical.
Tony Borges upset with the call, but he was definitely, you could tell he was upset when the way Isaiah Brown reacted.
Yeah, exactly. So Carter has a dozen points. Brown heads to the bench. And Carter will remain at the line to shoot the initial foul calls or shots off of the initial foul.
And he's the one guy on Mohawk Valley that you don't want going to the line. He's been really good from the free throw line.
And as you say that, of course, he missed 66% coming into this afternoon.
Yeah, I guess I jinxed him there on that one.
Boy, you did. You missed both.
Well, maybe I'll keep saying that one.
Here's Staten up the floor. Now Morris back to Staten. Work down low to Glover. Return pass, Stephen picks it up, throws up a rainbow, and that's no good. Dante Crumpler outlets to Carter. Carter with speed and a foul. That's Staten on the floor?
Yep.
Yeah, it is, and he's in a bit of pain as he got hit in the head by Ryan Carter. And that is foul number 5 for Staten, so his afternoon is done. 5:31 to go. Carter's going to go back to the line. So Norgby will come back in to replace Staten, who goes out with 8 points.
That means Devin Morris is probably going to be running the point for the rest of the game.
Carter at the line. Yeah, you put the whammy on Neil. He's 0 for 3 since you mentioned the fact that he's been good from the stripe.
I don't know. I guess it's just me.
He must have rabbit ears. 0 for 4, but a steal underneath and a putback by Dante Crumpler. And the Hawks have blown it open here in the second half, 90-63 with 5:20 to go. And another turnover by the Spartans. Here's Goldson with it up the floor. Quick pass to Devontae Haggins. He'll outlet to the corner, and Carter from 3 is good.
The sloppy passing by the Spartans on that, you know, he can't be making passes like that.
14 for Carter. And Marquise Gilbert will get set to check back in. We've got 3 or 4 substitutions sitting down on the floor there in front of us. 4:45 to go. As Terrell Cowens and Kobe Mansom are in, Reggie Nash are in for the Spartans, as Tony Borges going to his bench with 4:45 left, and the Spartans down by 30.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Naj Smith is going to be coming back into this one anytime soon.
You're right. He's just been nowhere here today. And there is a jam by Craig Goldson. He's been the best player on the floor here this afternoon. 15 points. Make it 14, actually.
Yep, we've seen a few of those this afternoon.
Yeah, for sure. And a foul by Goldson. Picks up his first.
Fouls number 22, Craig Goldson.
Terrell Cowens at the line for the Spartans. .4:19 to go. And the 7-game win streak that far from coming to an end for the Spartans, and it'll be their first home loss as well, barring a miracle comeback with just over 4 minutes to go.
Yep.
Bucket underneath by Dante Crumpler. The women, of course, lost 87-46 to the #1 Division III team in the nation earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, it might be the same. They might be having the same fate for this one, unless something lightning strikes and they completely come out the gate and completely change their style of play.
Good effort by Eddie Memitage to tie up for the Hawks, who get the ball with 3:40 left. Goldson with it. William Gilbert dishes outside. They work it around the far side. And a shot underneath, no good. Rebound misses, and the Spartans up the floor with just over 3 minutes to go. Cowens drives, banks it in, draws a foul. So Terrell will head to the line, and he has matched his season average of 3 points a game. Coming off of the bench late in the game, he gets 3, trying to make it 4. No good, and the rebound by Memitage, and he's going to run the floor. 3 minutes to go. And it goes out off the hand of Amir Stevens. Just 2 points in this second half for Stevens, as Hawks have done a good job of shutting him down.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt.
3 minutes left.
Ooh.
And Memitage at the low post, and he gets fouled by Nassim Baines.
Huh.
I thought he tripped over his own feet.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he just lost his balance there. That should have been a travel.
Fans don't like it.
Yeah, they're
all
very
the referees
upset.
up behind us agree with us. So Eddie Memitage at the line is.
Yeah, Christmas
Xavier
came
Norby,
a couple weeks early for him.
No kidding. .255 left. Memitage also has interesting socks for the Hawks. Mentioned Stephen Glover's socks for the Spartans, as Glover goes up for that rebound on the miss. Under 3 minutes to go. Kobe Mansom with it. Gets it back again. Stripped of the ball. Top of the key, and a wrestling match with Dante Crumpler, and it'll be Spartans ball, 2:38 left.
Yeah, and it's looking like the Hawks are going to hit the 100-point barrier with over 2 minutes to go.
Jason Puello checks in. Dante Crumpler will take a seat. Cowens misses on the underhand layup. And another rebound pulled down by Memitage. 2.5 to go. So Mohawk Valley's going to improve to 12-1 and extend the win streak to 9 in a row. They'll be 6-0 on the road as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a very impressive thing to achieve, is to go undefeated on the road, because that's definitely not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, there's a good putback by Memitage underneath. Well, we mentioned they got some votes in the latest Division III poll. Of course, the women are #1, and this win here today might give them some added votes and maybe pop them into the top 10, as Xavier Norby drops one in with under 2 minutes to go. He's got 6.
It definitely can't hurt, Steve. That's all I got to say about it. Today definitely cannot hurt them. Coming in a big win like this, CCC was on a winning streak too, and to come into their court and to do what they did, it's very impressive.
Yeah, they've kind of made it look easy here this afternoon, and they came in averaging 79 points a game, and they're at 100 right now as it's thrown out of bounds. Not a whole lot of mistakes here this afternoon for the men in green.
No, not at all. But right now, the guys who are playing are their bench players who probably don't see as much playing time, and they probably got some nerves because they probably don't get this much playing time. But there's a steal.
Yep, Goldsberry with the steal, and Goldson with the finish, and he's been out all night. And he's, as I said, I think he's been the best player on the floor for both teams. Minute to go.
Yeah, no doubt. When you see a breakaway like that with the way they've been playing, I thought a dunk was about to happen.
Yeah, you went old school and just banked it in.
Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with that. It's less embarrassing to miss a layup than to miss a dunk.
Well, I'm not so sure about that, but less dramatic, put it that way. There's a miss from outside and inside as well, but a foul called on Puello with 34 seconds left. So the Spartans going to pick up their second loss of the season.
They played it. They played a good game. It's just a lot of their couple of their key players just had off nights, and in games like that, a lot of bench players really have to step up. But things just didn't go their way today, and hopefully they, Tony Borges, has a good practice with them, has a good talk with them, and they immediately snap up and get ready for their next game.
Start a new winning streak. Under a half minute left in this one. And they can take the shot clock down to 3 seconds left as Goldson works it around into the corner. And a travel called underneath. 13 seconds left. So as you said, Neil, we'll just regroup at practice, get ready for the next one, and a final bucket by Mansom, and that is going to do it. Final score, Mohawk Valley 102, Cayuga College 72. Some final thoughts?
Nothing much more. It's a 30-point loss. It's a tough pill to swallow, but, you just got to go to practice the next day, regroup, and get ready for the next one.
Lesson learned here for the Spartans as they drop it by 30, as Neil said, 102-72 after the Spartan women lost to the number one team in the country, 87-46. So an 0-for-2 day here at Spartan Hall for Cayuga Community College. But fun working with you again, and hopefully we can do it next semester. Yep. If not, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and good luck down the road. Same
to you, Steve. I had a fun day.
Good. Well, the final score, once again, Mohawk Valley 102 and Cayuga Community College 72. I'm Steve Penstone. Thanks for watching. So long from Spartan Hall. We're done.